Morning. It is October 13th on a Friday, so it's Friday the 13th. If you're superstitious, be careful. If not, have fun, go wild, tempt fate. Anyway, I'm up here in the boat, up in the salon right now. So far, all I've done this morning is I've had breakfast and unloaded some stuff, brought up organizer boxes for structured wiring type systems and whatnot, so I have a place for the network gear to go, and the lighting gear. Still haven't done the painting. I've got the conduit, so I can run conduit lines in there. And then back here, I think we're going to start by getting this mess cleaned up, or at least organized a little bit more. Both air conditioners came up without an issue last night. Oh, that was the first thing actually I want to do, is I want to put water in our water tanks, because we are 30% on one tank and probably somewhere close to that on the other tank now. I'm going to go get water going. Let me get that rigged up later. Come on. Okay, so over right here is the two water tanks. One is at 29%, one's at 42%. I want to take the 42% up to 60% and the 29% to 50%. I already got this hose run across over to there, going out to that tank, and the hose is stuck down into it. So I'm going to get the hose over here. Okay, here's the meter. Should be showing 0. It's about 10 or 11 gallons per percentage point on the item, so we should have to go 200 to 220 gallons. So that's like 1,600 pounds I'm going to put on one side. Go ahead and open that all the way up. It still seems to be in its hole, so let's go check how quickly water's going in. Let's see, we got almost 10 gallons in. Go through. And has our level changed any? I wouldn't expect it to have. Nope, it's right at 31. Yeah, I set the little level up here. See that at all? I can't see it. Yeah, there it is off to that side. So yeah, we're starting to list to the port. There's what you'd expect. No, 21 gallons. It's 160 pounds. Okay, just watching the list of the boat. I don't see any list hardly, but man, over there on the side, it felt like it was about to tip over. Oh, of course, I just stepped off of it. 38. That's weird. Looking down, it seems very tippy. Okay, well, come back in a little while. Right now we got 100. Look at that, like 100.2 gallons that we put in on the other side, and we are at 39% on that tank. So yeah, definitely want to go another 100 gallons. Yeah, that's still in there. So that's like a little over 800 pounds put in. Okay, no water spilling over the side there. Let's see, we got 107. Come back a little while later. Okay, we're at 165, so we're almost there. Start the transfer. Starboard tank full. No, I want port tank full. So I should start pushing some of the water over into the port tank. Yep, definitely the slow way to transfer water. Oh, now it's at 43. We're at 382, and we had 175 in the other tank. So we put was that 207, and then we also put we were transferring from the other guy about 20 more gallons. I turned that off at some point, so we got about 230 in that tank. And get this guy set up, and we're basically gonna put water in him till we're leveled out on the bubble, wherever that comes out to be, which should be about 10%. So we're gonna be about 55, 56%. Yeah, you can see the bubble is over. So, but again, over here, when do we get to? Yeah, we got to 65, and we're at 43. So we need to put 12% in over there. 120 gallons. She's gonna put us over 400 and basically 500 gallons. Okay, it's good there. Okay, later. Well, we're just about there. We're at 516. Boat's almost level, so I'm gonna be turning the water off in just a second here. It's nice, cloudy now. Okay, off. Take a quick circle around the boat. I don't know if it pulled the front nose down that much. I'm gonna have to get the fuel transfer involved eventually. Final tally: 521 gallons, or over 4,000 pounds added to the boat. Okay, we'll close this one up. We ended up at 65 and 55. Get this thing out. Okay. Go ahead and put hose and everything up. All cleaned up from putting water in. We got the hose rolled up out here at least and shut off and drained. It looks like maybe we will get a little bit of rain. Started out such a nice pretty day this morning. And final tally, 66, 55. Pretty level there. Okay, so I think I'll come back here and do a little cleaning before lunch. Reorganizing. Okay, well, tiny bit cleaner in here. We are back from lunch, and I think we're gonna get this vent finished up. So I've gotten 3 of the inner liners. I got those taped on, and then I got the outer liners on the main trunk taped on. You try to pull the insulation as close to the seams as you can. There's a little bit of gap here. Of course, this is going to be inside the air-conditioned area, so it's not as critical that you have the insulation wrapped around the pipe and everything. If you're up in an attic or a crawl space where it's not heated or not air-conditioned, you want to get as much insulation around that pipe as possible to prevent heat loss. I'm going to try to show you what exactly I'm doing. So this is the little 4-inch line, and so I'll shove the insulation and everything up inside the tube and away when I'm working with the inner liners. But then when you get ready to tape it all up, you want to pull the insulation out as close to outer liner as you can. So I can kind of stretch it out here. And then once you get it wrapped around the piece, you'll just want to tuck in, just barely tuck in the insulation so that you're not putting tape on the insulation. The tape on the insulation doesn't do you much good because 1, the insulation's very mobile, and 2, the tape usually doesn't stick very well to that. So that piece there, I'm just using as kind of a holder to keep the piece from sliding away from me. But then I just come around, and here's the key thing is use short pieces. If you try to use a long piece, it just gets all crinkled up and doesn't form very well around the curves and whatnot. Put the little piece in, and that's all you're going to do is to slowly go all the way around the tube or the seam. You can fold the piece in like that, and that way it'll let you get it down into the corner. Just be careful you don't stick it to the outer, and then you can tape that on nicely. You don't have to put tape on the inner liner like I did. I like to do that because the zip tie on there just does not seal it appropriately, in my opinion. I mean, I can feel air leaking around it. Of course, the last thing you want to do is be air conditioning the outdoors or the crawl space or your attic or wherever this tube is running. Again, mine's going to be inside the air conditioned place, which almost all the HVAC people I've talked to, that's the best way to do it, is you can have your whole air conditioner sitting inside an air conditioned space, because you're not cooking your floor air conditioner. Come around, leave it down while I do that box side there. At some point, unless this is in an area where you can easily get to all sides of it and whatnot, a lot of times you're just doing the taping by feel. You have to feel for the edges of the taping, everything. Like I can tell that right now there's just a little bitty, probably a 1 inch gap right in this front section here, so I'll cut me a 3-inch piece of tape. I'm going to go ahead and fold this guy over using my other hand, figure out where that hole is, and just stick it in there, and hopefully it bridges the 2 pieces of tape, which I think I got a pretty good on there. It feels good. There's that piece, and now I will mount the tube right there. Later. We have that duct in pretty much in its permanent place. Eventually we'll build a little chase box around it and whatnot. And I also threw on the cover up there, which has enough room for a board to come in. Should help a little bit. So I think I am going to start on pulling wires. Let's see, somewhere up here I have a brand new roll of wire. That's that beast right there. I just got to figure out how I'm going to do it. I guess we'll start with finishing up in here. I need to bring conduit to here and then up, and then this will come in, and then eventually we'll drop a roof panel in. Fun, fun, fun. Oh, I was going to hang the boxes. So let's hang the boxes. So here is the structure wiring box. This is Leningrad on-cue. Used a lot of the on-cue stuff back in the house in Phoenix. Always was pretty happy with it. I think we had 3 of these structure boxes. They were metal at that time. Pretty good quality stuff. A template, which I'm not going to need. Panel and cover. That's interesting. I actually put in a little silver tape at the bottom. And the knockouts up top. Got 2 of these. Both of these are going to go in here. They're going to get tucked into this little section. Yeah, one here and one up here. Do I go ahead and frame out a spot for this guy? Yeah, if I had any 2x4s, I could just screw some 2x4s on and drop them on. I think I do, and I could just do the plate sizes. Yeah, let's play around with that for a few moments. So the upper box is going to be for our lighting system, which is a DMX based lighting system and uses DMX to ArcNet to Home Assistant to do the actual controlling. And then I have some of my own proprietary software that will allow us to interface to it outside of Home Assistant, but that's in the future. So lighting wise, this is going to have all of the light controls, digital controls for the master bedroom, the garage, the office, the master bath, the hallway, the foyer. We're doing RGB-W, which is the white one, so you have red, green, blue, and white, so it's actually a 5-wire strand. This will be the primary chase. The lower one is going to be for networking, any other special low voltage wiring that we may need back here. We also can put other Raspberry Pi type computers if we need them back here. Like the Home Assistant computer would probably end up in here, NEMA computer, the Open Captain type thing. That's what these 2 boxes are for. I'm going to start figuring out where I'm going to put outlets and lights and put tape there. Later. Okay, so I've marked up lots of things. Got lights up there. I got what's going into the cabinets. Where I need AC. I got AC on the wall over there and here. And going out here, I have like a light coming there. There should be a light here, but I didn't put it. And then I have like over on the wall, I have a bed light power. That's for like a little gooseneck light. Then under bed light for nighttime. Then you got bed AC. That's a plug for your USB charger for your phone and everything. And then finally Cat 5. And then over there, same thing, except for the fact we got NEMA. And I'm also gonna need DC over there. A couple spots there with AC, a couple lights, AC there, AC off of this cabinet wall. Under counter light there, so you have pathway light. Same thing in the bathroom, you got under counter, so that's what this talks about. And then here we're gonna have an AC in the cabinet and AC on the front here, medicine cabinet here, and then inside the medicine cabinet will be an outlet for charging your toothbrush, and then one in the front, a light in the front of the shower, a light mid, light in back in the toilet, and a couple lights over the countertop in here. Hallway, got a light here, light there, and light right there. And then in here, got 2 lights in the wet locker, 3 lights in the bathroom, and and then I got under cabinet lights. So coming out of this room, there's just going to be 3 light circuits, maybe a light circuit for the closet and a light circuit for the lights, and then something under the bed. So maybe 3 wires too for it. So that gives us 6. And in here, there's at least 1, 2, and then we got a few lights in here and a closet light. So it's not as bad as I thought, because not bringing the foyer and in yet, so that may make it worse. But anyway, they're marked. Let's see, so lights are all marked. Made my list for Home Depot, and I think I will head there. Anyway, what we did get, and I'll do some more stuff. I'm gonna do some more straightening up when we get back from Home Depot after dinner. Gonna do Italian for dinner. Anyway, got that duct ran today and cleaned up this mess, put water in the tanks, and got these 2 box mounted and laid out the AC and lighting circuits, at least the ones I want. I'm sure Jeanne will have comments. Water tank, they both settled down. They should be still around 65, 55. Boat seems stiffer, got 4,000 pounds lower down. So 66 and 55, happy with that. Boat didn't sink, always a good thing. Anyway, I think I'm gonna get ready to head out. Later. A little cleaner. That definitely filled up pretty quick. I think I am done for the night. It's about 8 o'clock. Enough fun for the evening. Later. Okay, so that AC box will work. Bit of a pain to put in. Now I'm gonna call it quits for the evening. Later.